go. Now it's starting.
Yeah.
Yep. Welcome back to another episode of Hot Takes Pump Fakes. We got Anquan Bolden here. We got the normal crew. What up, guys? So we got the Final Four upcoming this week. As last year we had four, I guess you can say blue bloods. In the Final Four this year is the complete opposite. We got Miami playing UConn and then FAU taking on San Diego State. I'll swing it to Coach P first. I mean, what we thinking going into this Final Four national championship this week?
Every last team that I had picked to be in the Final Four is completely gone. So I really have nothing writing on it anymore. I said last week that UConn was looking nice. They're looking really nice after that win over Gonzaga. Granted, it's what Gonzaga does, but still, I mean, that's, what was it? Almost a 30-point win, right? Like 28 is like 82, 50 something.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's just crazy. I'm big on the UConn train right now. I said I had Alabama and Houston, but obviously both of those came to an end. So right now, if I had to call it, I don't know, man. Give me FAU and UConn in the championship game.
Nice.
I think with FAU beating Kansas State, I think that just kind of gets the momentum rolling. I think it'd be cool to see a 9 seed in the championship game. So I think it's UConn's to lose at this point, though. So
Davo, what we thinking, man?
Yeah, I got the same prediction as Coach P. Also, I got FAU beating San Diego State and then UConn beating Miami. Both those teams just look in form to make it to that championship game.
Okay. Kelvin, I know you liked Texas. You and a couple other people maybe did like Texas. So I'm saying this call. I know you.
What?
Yeah, you like Texas. I know you're Texas fans. 15 days of the week or the year. How are we feeling after Miami?
Disappointing loss, I guess. Let's cut the crap. Look, guys, me and James called this from day one. We're just two smart guys, We picked UConn to win the chip. And obviously, I'm still sticking with that. I have $130 on the line in our office pool, so I really need UConn to win. But Babe looked like the best team in this tournament. I mean, their closest game was 15 points. That's ridiculous. But I'll give me San Diego State over FAU. I think San Diego State is really good on defense, like really good. I know Brandon Miller wasn't really shooting well the whole tournament, but you still hold him 3 of 19 and hope Bama scored like 60 points or something like that. Probably one of the best offense in the nation. So their defense is legit, but it doesn't look like nobody's stopping UConn. So yeah, give me the Huskies over San Diego State. Give me 66 to 54, 12-point win.
James.
I'm just going to throw out this stat. Y'all can take a guess. Guess how many starting freshmen there are in this Final Four?
One.
There's one, which I think is a testament to where college basketball is going with the addition of the portal. Ton of portal guys on all four teams. Prediction-wise, I think I'm going to roll with the Huskies still over the Miami Hurricanes. I like Miami. They got really good guards, but I think UConn's defense is just a little too much. They protect the rim pretty well, and the guards aren't going to be able to drive like that. And then FAU, San Diego State, you know what? I'm doing it. I called it the upset, FAU over Tennessee. I'm calling the upset again, FAU over San Diego State. I mean, this team won 30 games in the regular season. That's not a joke. I don't care what conference you're in. This team's legit. They don't even have a single senior on their roster, which is impressive. So they're going to probably run it back again. But yeah, FAU, UConn championship, obviously. Huskies are going to win. I think they're just a little more dominant than San Diego State in terms of matchup. So, yeah, give me the Huskies.
Ryan Brewer.
Well, Mike. So I think that the two best teams left are playing each other in the Final Four. I think Miami and UConn are the two best teams right now. So it kind of sucks that one of them are not going to make the national championship because I think both of those teams are better than both FAU and San Diego State. But that's just how the bracket fell out. Still give me UConn over Miami. I'd like to see Miami win, and I think Miami's guards can keep them in any game they play in. So I don't think it's going to be nearly a blowout like UConn has been blowing teams out. But I think UConn is going to have the edge over Miami. I think they're going to have a little more inside, or maybe a lot more inside than Miami does. It's going to be a close one, though. And then on the other side, I think San Diego State's going to come out. I think, obviously, FAU is a great team. But I think San Diego State's defense is going to be a little too much for them. Their length, their athleticism is going to be a little too much as well. So, yeah, give me San Diego State and UConn in the championship game. And then, like I said, I think UConn, I think it's theirs to lose. They're just they're clicking at the right time. Everybody's playing really freaking well. Their Coach Hurley's awesome. So, yeah, give me UConn winning it all. But I do think it kind of sucks that Miami and UConn are playing the Final Four and not the national championship. But I think they're two best teams left. So, but, yeah, UConn's going to win it.
Going a different direction, y'all. I've seen Miami play all year now. They have literally the best two guards in the country. Like Isaiah Wong said after the game, you play a grueling ACC basketball schedule. I told y'all there's going to be a team from the ACC in the Final Four. And I said it was Miami, and Miami's in the Final Four. And I think, Jim Larinaga, one of the greatest coaches still in the game. And then you have that with Nigel Pack and Isaiah Wong. I mean, UConn's kind of big man heavy. I don't think they have an answer for their guards. And I think Miami's going to win the national championship. Now, versus on the other side of the bracket, we have FAU versus San Diego State. Both those teams play pretty good defense. FAU can score a lot of points, and then, defense and leadership and experience are going to win. So I think San Diego State will be playing a national championship against Miami. Would be cool to see FAU versus Miami, though. Two schools like 30 minutes from each other. That would be cool to see, but I just don't see FAU going all the way. But let's switch gears. We got opening day this week. We're going to finish out our positional rankings, starting with top 10 left fielders. I got a good list, I think. 10 through 2, I put the words, I don't care. Okay. Number 1, I have Juan Soto. Because I just think left field is the weakest. It's the weakest position on a high-level baseball team. I mean, when I played on the freaking Making Eggs, I played left field, the weakest spot on the field.
You got a point.
It's not no offense to any of the guys in MLB who play left field and like playing at left field. It's just I don't really see. I really couldn't tell you who I would put in those 2 through 10 spots. I feel like they could be interchangeable. So y'all can handle this position group, I guess.
Is Juan Soto a consensus number 1?
Coach P doesn't seem like he thinks so.
No, I don't agree with Soto as number 1 because
I would have put Jordan there, but I'm just not sure if he's playing DH or left field.
I think he's playing both, and that's the reason I still have him at 1 because he kind of flipped. He shared with Brantley last year, left field and DH, and I think they're going to do the same thing this year. I think they're going to platoon it.
Well, then
Since we
I
didn't
guess
do the DH
Jordan
position.
could be 1 and Soto 2, and then 3 through 10 could be I don't care for me.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's pretty much the way it goes. Except Schwarber is now playing left field.
Yeah, he is.
So he would be 3 in my opinion. Rosarena, the way he played in the World Baseball Classic, he's got to be 4.
Yep.
Other than that, it's kind of a
Even
Marcelo
Happ-
Zuna?
And
Yeah.
Jokes, guys, jokes. I'm joking.
Brian.
I'm joking.
Jokes.
Relax.
We got a
relax.
jokester
We
over
don't,
here.
What
we don't
about-
condone that kind of stuff on this podcast.
all right, well, we got to make a list, fellas.
Well, I've
Yeah,
got
so
one.
who's,
If you want
who's
to hear
number
it.
4?
Let's
All
hear
right,
it,
go
Coach
ahead.
Lee.
Go ahead.
All right. So 1, I said Jordan, just
Okay.
because. 2, I said Soto. 3, I said Schwarber.
Mm-hmm.
4, I said Rosarena.
Okay.
5, I said Taylor Ward with the Angels.
Yeah, he had a pretty good season.
6, I said Stephen Kwan.
Mm-hmm.
7, I said Tyler O'Neill.
Okay.
8, I said Michael Brantley, just because he'll be sharing that with Jordan. 9, I said Ian Happ, and 10, I said Eloy Jimenez.
What about Chris Bryant? Just on the cusp, we're thinking? Because he's playing left field for the Rockies.
He is playing left field?
Yeah.
He sucked last year when he played, though.
He did. He hit, what,
If
2
we're,
home runs?
yeah, if we're projecting, I think he's outside top 10.
I think
He only-
right now he's outside. He definitely has the potential to be top 8
Yeah.
if he
I'm
gets
fine
back
with
to his old form.
But yeah, that's he only played like 15 games last year and
Yeah.
only hit 215 games.
Yeah.
So
And he didn't hit a home run at the easiest ballpark to hit a home run in.
facts.
And he was signed for his power. So,
Yep.
That's
so as of now, he's out. I think, like I said, he has the potential to honestly be top 5. I mean, he was once upon a time, but will he get back there?
I'm just opening this up for discussion.
Yeah, no.
Do
I
we
get
think Ian Happ can move inside the top 5
No.
at his position? No.
I mean, not top 5. I think he's solid. I just don't think he has that much star power to be a top 5 player at his position. But he's fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with the guy. I mean, he's pretty good. But I don't think he has enough star power to be top 5.
My opinion on this is definitely biased when I say this, but I think some of these Cubs players are getting a little overrated just because they're on the Cubs and everybody likes the Cubs. If you're not an El Central fan or White Sox fan, but I think there's tends to be a little over exaggeration on some of these guys' talents. That's just my opinion. Definitely bias in that, but that's bound to happen when you're a St. Louis Cardinals fan. Yeah.
All right.
I guess we got left field covered. Now center field, I actually do have a list.
Yeah.
Because there's more of a, I guess, debate for that. I think, I guess I don't even have it up right now. Well, one of y'all can spew y'all's real quick and
All right.
Aaron Judge is center field, right?
No, he's right field.
That's
Right
right
field.
field.
this year because they have Bader now.
Wait, question. I know we're not at right field yet, but are we saying Tatis is right field?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
Or is he going to play left field?
He's playing
Soto's
right.
left.
Huh?
Soto's left.
Sure.
Tatis has a better arm, so might as well put him in right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got it up now.
Go for it.
All right,
Start
I'll go.
10-1.
I'll go 10-1.
Okay.
10. I have Jazz. I think he could do pretty good out there.
He's playing center.
Mm-hmm.
Well, crap. Okay.
9. I have Mike Yastrzemski, or however you say his last name.
Yeah.
8. I have Luis Robert.
Mm.
7. Brian Reynolds. 6. Cedric Mullins. 5. Brandon Nimmo. 4. Michael Harris the third. 3. Byron Buxton. 2. Julio Rodriguez. 1. Obviously Mike Trout.
How did we have almost the same exact list? The only thing I would have changed is I had Brian Reynolds at 6 and Cedric at 7. and I forgot about Jazz, or I would have put him 10. I had McCormick, but I think Chaz.
I had Chaz McCormick at 10 too, actually, but then
All right.
forgot that Jazz was at 10, or Chaz was playing, so I was like, I got to put him at 10.
Yeah.
Another question. Can Corbin Carroll move into the top 10? Like, throughout the season?
Sure he can. I mean, I don't know.
I think he's pretty good. I think he's got some serious defensive range.
I think Luis Robert, I think you get Tony La Russa, he's out. I think we could see him kind of be the player that we all thought he could be.
I got a hot take. I think he's a serious dark horse MVP contender if the White Sox have a decent season.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say
that's a big if.
Big if.
See,
top 10. I don't think he's going to be a top 10 MVP candidate, but I think he could potentially start game. Potentially. I don't know if he will this season, but I think he's going to have a good year.
He played pretty well in the baseball classic.
Yeah.
He's one of the only five-tool guys in major leagues. So, I mean, he's got everything you want.
Yeah.
So, whose list? Do we just want to use one of y'all's list or try to make one?
I mean, if there's there's really one discrepancy, so we can just. I mean, I'm fine with switching Cedric Mullins and Brian Reynolds.
Byron.
Yeah, I like Mullins better than Reynolds personally.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Okay, we can do it like that. It don't matter.
That's fine.
Or. And then I feel like this is where
gets tricky.
Yeah, this is where in right field. Because, you have
four of the best players in baseball in one position.
Yeah, and then out of top 10 outfielders, most of them are from right field.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go first. At 10, I have Seiya Suzuki. 9, Teoscar Hernandez. 8, Starling Marte. 7, Tatis. 6, George Springer. 5, Kyle Tucker. 4, Acuna. 3, Mookie. 2, Bryce Harper. 1, Aaron Judge.
I think it's a really good list, John.
I think I agree with that.
I like that. Honestly, that's very similar to mine as well. So,
sheesh, this is the first time this ever happened, man.
But can we leave Harper? Can we leave Harper at number 2 with a torn ACL?
See, Harper doesn't have torn ACL. It's torn UCL, and he should be back pretty soon.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
He already had Tommy John. He'll be back soon. He'll be DHing until he can play the field.
Right, but can you put him at a top number 2 right fielder if he's going to be a DH?
I had Mookie at 2 because of that reason, but I think Harper is more.
I think what Harper did in the postseason, I agree.
He did it with one elbow.
I agree. I think if Harper's in the outfield, I think he is better than Mookie. I think he's that number 2 spot, but that's if he's in the outfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will be. While we're talking about the Phillies, what are they doing at first base now with Rhys Hoskins out for the season?
Schwarber. You know who did play first base? Schwarber. I think Harper's had a couple games at first as well.
Would they do that, or would they move Bohm to first?
I hope so. I hate that guy.
I think they got
just throw Trey Turner there. You can play basically any position you want. Just throw Trey Turner.
You signed Trey Turner to be a shortstop.
Nah, I'm sure. I mean, they'll figure it out.
Kelvin, David, any discrepancies?
No, Kelvin.
I think Mookie should be 2 because he's a former Red Sox, but that's about it. I like Mookie best. I almost bought his jersey. Then you got.
I'm talking about later in this. All right. That's the quickest positional thing we ever did right there. No,
somebody's got this written down, right?
Well, yeah, we got it on our computers. We'll just send it to you. Well, staying on the MLB train, we're going to go through our divisional previews, kind of who we think is going to stack up. preseason predictions, best record, worst record, World Series prediction, AL/NL MVP, Cy Young, and one hot take. I guess I'll let Kelvin or Davo go first with this.
Kelvin, you got it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Can we just go like? All right. So what are we starting with first? World Series prediction. Is that what we're starting with? Okay. Can we just go like? I say mine, Ryan says, and then just keep going in order. Okay. Cool.
All right. So World Series predictions. What do you got, Kelv?
Give me. For some reason, I don't know. Maybe I just like the Mariners. Give me the Phillies over the Mariners.
Okay.
I think that's a respectable World Series prediction. I just, like I said, I don't know a bunch of baseball, but for some reason, what I felt in UConn before the Final Four, before the tournaments, I feel in the Mariners this year. And the Phillies were really good last year. So, and then once Bryce Harper gets back from Tommy John and gets fully healthy and stuff, man, they're a really good team. Braves can challenge, obviously. Who else is really good? The Yankees are good. The Guardians are good. So, but yeah, Phillies over Mariners.
Davo?
I'll go through division and take a prediction based upon my minimal baseball knowledge and say who I think is going to win the division. I'll do that. I'll say the Yankees for the AL East. I will say AL Central. We'll go with the Twins for the AL Central. For the AL West, we'll go with the Astros. For the NL East, who do I pick here? I think if I don't pick the Braves, I'm gonna get my butt kicked. So I'll go with the Braves.
Good.
For the NL Central, I got to go with my preferable team, my preference, the Milwaukee Brewers. Fuck everybody else in my league, my division. For the NL West, we'll go with the Dodgers.
So if you had to pick somebody to win the World Series, just off the top of your head, who would you pick?
I mean, probably the Phillies.
Phillies.
Golly.
Okay. James?
World Series prediction. I'm just saying this NL team because I don't want to jinx a certain NL team that I like a lot. My NL pick to make it to the World Series is going to be the Padres. And then my AL pick, I think I got to run it back with the Astros just with the additions they've made. I don't think losing Verlander is going to hurt that much. So Astros, Padres, World Series.
Coach B?
See, I don't believe in all that jinx and mumbo jumbo like James does down there, apparently. So I'm going to say we're going to have a repeat of 2021 Braves Astros. Hopefully this time Charlie Morton is in the bullpen and not pitching on one leg. But yeah, Braves in 6. I'm calling the same outcome.
Brewer?
I might have a hot take here, fellas. I'm going to go with the Braves and the Tampa Bay Rays. I think Shane McClanahan is probably top 5 pitcher in baseball. He's second best left-hander in baseball. See what I did there, Coach B?
I see.
I think the Rays got a lot going for them. I don't know if they're going to win their division. The Yankees could win, and they're going to be second in their division. But I think they're going to get hot at the right time. I mean, McClanahan was going to win the Cy Young in the AL last year if he didn't get hurt. So I like the Rays a lot. Then I like the Braves a lot as well, obviously. So give me the Braves over the Rays in the World Series.
I'll I'm gonna go from the NL. I think I'm gonna go. Y'all are gonna hate this, but I think this is their year. Give me the Mets versus the Guardians. I think the Guardians pitching staff, kind of like the Rays, got young guys that nobody knows about. And I think they're just going to shut the lights out. And I think you will have the Mets win the World Series in 7 over the Guardians. I think both those teams are due to go. So who do y'all
Sounds
think?
like a lot of NL East teams.
Yeah, I mean it's stacked. It's a
That's
stacked
division.
division.
Best division
Yeah, I
in
mean
baseball.
second best division in baseball. I mean it's pretty stacked.
Who's first?
So let's talk best worst
Hold
record.
up. No. Who's first?
Huh?
What's the first best?
AL East.
Excuse me?
I mean, you got the Blue Jays, the Yankees,
The Yankees are going into the season with 2 starting
Orioles?
pitchers
The
that anybody's
Orioles?
never heard of.
The
Everybody else
Orioles,
has heard.
too.
The Rays, nobody really cares about the Rays. They have a 45% attendance rate.
Yeah, but they win ball games.
Well, guess what? So do the Mets, Phillies, Braves. Marlins are 3 batters away from being good.
Same
They have
with
that.
that.
I'm not doing it. Go on.
All right, so best record, worst record. What are we thinking? I'll start with James. What are we thinking?
Since the Padres are healthy, like really healthy as of right now, obviously that can change. I'm gonna go with them for best record. Worst? I don't know, man. I want to say, I think the Royals might take a little bit of a step back just because they're rebuilding a little bit. They got a couple young guys, so I'm gonna say Royals. I don't think their schedule really favors them.
Okay, Gil.
Best record, probably the Braves. Worst record,
I like it.
I wish I could tell you. Who are some bad teams? Give me some bad teams now, and I'll pick off.
Pirates, Reds, Nationals,
Rockies.
Oh, the Pirates are really bad, aren't they?
the Athletics, the Rockies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Since I have
Angels.
2 Pirate fans in my front office, give me the Pirates.
Oh,
And I'll tell them to their face tomorrow that I said it.
All right, Coach Poe.
it's tricky with best record because you've got 6, maybe 7 teams that could all win over 100 games with the way schedules are this year. I'm going to say Astros still have the best record. I'm going to say they finish out the season 107-55. I'm going to say that one now. Worst record. After what they did to Pache today, I got to say the A's.
Yep.
I mean, come on. Dude's batting 304 in the spring, and you're going to drop him after you traded away your best player for him. It's pretty whatever. I had them at 63 and 99, but honestly, after that news today, I could see them under 60 wins. I mean, it's not going to be a good year to be an athlete. It's never a good year to be an athletics fan, but it's going to be even a worse year this year. All 12 of y'all out there.
Yep.
Shout out Coco Crisp.
Dave.
For the best record, I reckon I'll go with the Dodgers. Not a whole lot of competition in the NL West.
What?
What?
Like I said, fellas, very minimal baseball knowledge. For the worst record, I'll go with the Rockies.
I respect it.
Dude, my Wi-Fi went out for like 10 seconds.
Crap.
Brewman.
Yep. I think the Yankees are going to have the best record. I don't think the Red Sox are going to be very good. I don't think the Blue Jays they'll be
You'll say
solid.
that to my face, me and Schuler's face.
Yeah.
Blue Jays will be pretty good, I think.
Blue Jays will be solid. And then Who else am I missing? Orioles be pretty good. But I still think the Yankees, they do it every year, their regular season team, and they, crap the bed in the postseason. I think the Yankees are going to win a lot of games in the regular season. I could see them right around the 107-55, like Coach P said, with the Astros. And then I'm also on Coach P's side with the Athletics. They're going to be their worst team in baseball, and that's just an absolute poverty franchise, dumping the stadium. They do have pretty sick uniforms though. Those green with athletic script across the chest. They're pretty sick. It's about the only thing they got going for them though. And then they just traded Sean Murphy. Chapman's gone. Olson's gone. They have nobody left. So yeah, the Athletics can be historically bad. So I think they're gonna have the worst record. Maybe 61 wins. Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, Brewer, I'm gonna agree with you on the best wins. Yankees, they do it, almost every year. So I think they'll win over 100 games. And then worst team, it's got to be the Cincinnati Reds. I mean, I'm not even going to comment on them. Just although they're the kryptonite for the St. Louis Cardinals sometimes. I don't know why. It's been like that for 6 years now. But anyways, AL NL MVP predictions. What are we thinking, fellas? I'll go to James first.
Ooh. AL MVP, man, it's tough. A lot of studs. I want to say a dark horse candidate, but I don't know if I can. I think I'm just going to run it with Yordan Alvarez again. Or no, he didn't win it this year. Yeah, World Series MVP. I think he's just going to keep going. This guy hits for power. He hits for bombs. And with Jose Abreu, he's going to get a lot more RBIs and a lot more chances to put the ball out the park, put the ball in play. And Jeremy Pena, improving as well. So I think he's going to have a great year, awesome year. I'd like to see Judge do it again, but I don't know. You never know with that type of thing. So I got Yordan for AL. NL, oh, man. I think I'm going dark horse for NL. I'm going Nolan Arenado. I think he saw Machado get paid, as I said last week, and I think he's just going to get really pissed off and just have a career year. So, yeah, I'm going Arenado.
Just stop you right there. He did come out in an interview and say he's fine with the money he has right now. So I don't say. What he said.
His PR guy definitely told him, "Hey."
I don't think so. I think he wants to be. Listen, he wants to be in St. Louis. We're gonna go with Connor. Anyways, Coach Pooty.
When you think AL MVP, I feel like five guys always come up into the conversation, and it's always going to be Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, Yordan Alvarez, and Jose Altuve. I feel like those five guys are always the names that are thrown around. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to say he won an award last year. He's going to win a bigger one this year. I'm going to go Julio Rodriguez.
Good pick. That's my pick.
I think he has a huge year. I mean, he had a huge year last year. He's got a year under his belt. He's going to light it up. So he's just going to be stupid good. NL, I tried my hardest not to be biased, but I'm biased anyways. Give me Matt Olson. And, I mean, the dude, we saw it at the end of the season last year. I've got a little bit of soapbox here, but I'm going to use it. So, end of last season, he kind of woke up, especially that series against the Mets. I mean, we saw exactly what he can do at the plate. There was not a pitcher he was afraid to face. When the dude is locked in at the plate, he has probably the prettiest swing in the majors, or one of them at least. It's so smooth. It's quick. It's good. It's just what he's done this spring as well. He has not missed a beat from where he ended last season. He's hit 8 bombs this spring training and less than 50 at bats. I mean, he was on pace for I think they said if he continued at the pace he was going to hit 80 home runs this season. I don't think he's going to do that, but him the shift being abandoned is going to do a lot for him. If he's not striking out, he's grounding out to the shift. That shift's gone. There's going to be he might bat 283 this season instead of 240. I mean, also he's not underneath that shadow of Freddie anymore. Dude's a hometown kid, and everybody was like, "Oh, we missed Freddie," and he wasn't welcomed until after the All-Star break, and that's when he kind of lit it up. So I think he's comfortable, he's happy, he's ready to go.
He also has 8 home runs and 43 plate appearances in spring training.
43, yeah,
Sheesh.
Stupid.
crazy.
But I forgot, spring training doesn't matter, right, guys?
It doesn't matter for teams.
It doesn't.
Oh. Okay,
I mean,
anyways.
it's used to wake them up. The records don't matter. I mean, who cares? You get 2 at-bats per game and you're not playing every day. But still, I mean, the fact that you got 8 bombs and 43 appearances against major league pitchers says something.
Listen,
Who cares if your
saying what
prospects
y'all said.
prospects aren't the ones. Your prospects aren't the one playing in Busch Garden or Busch Stadium. Sorry.
Hey, we got Jordan Walker.
Hey, we got Michael Harris. Anyways.
Jordan Walker better. Anyways, Kelvin.
Anyways.
Kevin?
So what?
Where you at, Milf?
Y'all can't see me? I can't see Coach P. I can see you guys.
I can't see
We
you.
can see everybody but you, Kelvin.
I can see Kelvin.
Can you see me now?
Nope.
Nope.
Y'all just made him turn off his camera.
There you are. There you are. There you are.
Oh, I
What's
still
up,
can't
Mel?
see Coach P. AL MVP. I mean, just give me Shohei Ohtani. I know it's probably the safest pick, but I mean, dude's a dog. Who's gonna stop him?
The Angels win record.
Yeah. NL MVP. I guess I'll go with a different Atlanta Brave. Give me Ronald Acuna. I think he's gonna have a major comeback year.
Come on, Mel.
Turn me up, Mel.
Give me 37 home runs for him this year.
Jeez.
I don't know if that's low or high.
Avo.
For the AL, give me Aaron Judge. A little back-to-back action. For the NL, can a pitcher win
No,
MVP?
Yes.
They can technically, but
They can technically.
It's tough.
It's
I
tough.
think last person to do it was what? Corey Kluber?
Maybe.
Well, tides are turning. Give me Corbin Burns winning NL MVP. He's the
Holy
best pitcher
crap.
in the freaking MLB, baby. Come on.
Okay.
Holy.
they vote from the top row.
Oh,
A nice runner-up. Christian Yelich. Get back.
Oh,
Come on, man.
Oh,
He's gonna
man.
bounce back.
He
Fellas.
said
Come on,
Christian
watch it.
That's
Watch it.
a
All right, Brewer.
Yeah, I think Shohei Ohtani's the easy pick in this. He's the face of baseball. I saw today globally. He's the face of baseball. I mean, he makes like $45 million from endorsements across the globe. That's just stupid. So they might just. I mean, he's gonna have a great season. He's probably the most talented player in baseball right now. The easy pick's him. It would not surprise me if they gave him the MVP. He'll probably deserve it, honestly. So it wouldn't surprise me if they gave him the MVP just to grow the game. But I'm with Coach P. I think Julio Rodriguez is gonna have an awesome year. 5-tool player. He hit for power, hit for average, steal bases. Great glove, great arm. He can do it all. It's fun to watch. Young guy, exciting, plays with a lot of heart, a lot of passion, a lot of energy. I think he's the type of guy that Major League Baseball wants to push, a young guy like that, to grow that popularity. So he's another one that could fit that MVP. He's gonna have a great year. He probably gonna be deserving of the MVP, but he's the type of guy that they're gonna want to push to grow the game. So I'm gonna go with him for AL, and for the NL MVP, I think Trey Turner is going to keep up his hot streak. As much as it pains me to say it, I mean, he's hitting everything right now. He's stealing bases, and he's doing everything you can imagine on the baseball field. So I think he's going to stay hot. I think the Phillies are going to be good. They're not going to win their division, but they're going to be good enough to win, make the playoffs. Might probably be second. Yeah, probably be second in their division, our division. They're going to make the playoffs, so they're going to be good enough to have an MVP caliber player, and Trey Turner is their guy. So Trey Turner's going to MVP this year.
question.
Yep.
Has a pitcher ever won both a Cy Young and MVP in the same season? And if not, Could Shohei be the first?
Good point.
I was just looking up who was the last. Only 2 pitchers have won MVP since 1992. One, 2014, Clayton Kershaw, and he won Cy Young that year. And Verlander in 2011, and he won Cy Young in 2011.
I forgot about 2014 Kershaw.
Yeah.
Prime time.
But in 1992, it was Dennis Eckersley from the A's.
Nice.
Okay. My AL MVP. I think, Coach P mentioned those 5 guys. But I think I'm also going to go outside those 5 guys as well. And I'm going to go pick a guy from the AL East. I think he's going to have a good year. He had a down year this year, so I think he wants to prove the haters wrong.
Josh Donaldson.
Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Good.
I can see it.
And then NL MVP, obviously, I want to go Goldschmidt or Arenado. I'm not going to do that. I'm staying off the NL East like most of y'all have been picking, and I will be picking Mookie Betts to be your NL MVP this season. I think he's going to have a great year in LA. He's going to have the pressure, and I think he thrives under pressure. So I think he will be the MVP. And also Dodgers are kind of due for one this season, having a guy for MVP. Because I think the last one was Bellinger.
I think it was.
Yeah. So I think it's time for another guy in LA to get it. Now, what is one hot take from each of y'all for this upcoming MLB season? I'll start with Brewer.
Let's see. I think my Rays pick being making the World Series is a hot take, but I'm going to go a different route. I think Felix Bautista could lead the major leagues in saves this year for the Orioles. I think he could have 30, 40 saves this year. I don't know if that's really that hot of a take, but I think Felix Bautista is going to lead the major league in saves.
Okay.
I think he's really freaking good. So yeah, that's my hot take.
Okay. Dava. I can come back.
Yeah, you do that.
Dave was about to say Woodruff and Burns shared Cy Young.
Coach B.
Give me. I think the Mets placed 3rd in the division. I think they still make postseason easily. They're one of those 6-7 teams that I mentioned that could have 100 wins. But I think those top 3 teams in the NL East are going to have maybe between the 3 of them, maybe 4.5 games dividing 1 from 3. I think it's going to be a pretty tight-knit race all season. I think, like I said, Mets in 3rd. Phillies got Trey Turner. I mean, that right there is a big upgrade from Gene Segura and Didi Gregorius, who they had in years past. Harper's going to come back. He's going to be 100% healthy. Yeah, they lost Reese, but, I mean, they'll have something. I mean, they've got to after the season they had last year. I also don't think that the banning the shift will help the Mets any. I think that's going to be why they go from being runner-up to being 3rd, because all those little infield hits, those check swinging bunts, all that stuff, I don't think that's going to fly this year. I'm sorry. I don't think Brandon Nimmo hitting one 4 feet down the third base line is going to work. I don't think Jeff McNeil just late swing by 4 seconds poking it behind the shortstop is going to work either. So I don't know. Plus, the only source of power that they really have on their team is Pete Alonso.
Daniel Vogelbach.
Yeah, when he's going for 34.
No, I agree.
I mean, yeah, if he puts wood onto the ball, it's going a long way. But the problem is he can't.
Right.
He can, but not often.
Starling Marte's got some power.
Starling Marte does, but I mean, on terms of
I
power hit.
understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
Also, Scherzer's going to struggle with the pitch clock. He's already started complaining about that. Verlander's going to be good. He's going to be great. He's the best pitcher in the NL East. But I think Scherzer really struggles with the pitch clock, and with his history of having a dead arm, if he's having to pitch every 15 seconds, it might not help that either. So,
Okay, James.
I think I got two. Fellas, I think this is a year somebody takes Mike Trout's crown. I think there's a lot of guys like Ohtani, J-Rod, Juan Soto, guys like that are ready to be the face of the MLB. Acuna could be that guy. I mean, these are young guys who show a lot of passion for the game, a lot of energy. I think Trout is he's getting older. I think the spotlight's going to move away from him and into a new direction. With that being said, though, Mike Trout, this is going to be his last year as a Los Angeles Angel.
ooh.
I think it's time for him and the Angels to move on. Angels haven't figured it out yet. I think it's time for them to move in a different direction, move on, start rebuilding, and go from there. Because I think this is just something that's not going to work. If you can't make the playoffs with Mike Trout, who are you going to make the playoffs with? So, yeah, that's my two hot takes.
So do you think they get rid of Shohei Ohtani as well?
Well, he's a free agent, correct?
Yeah.
So it's not really like getting rid of him. It's just I think there might be a mutual understanding between the team and Shohei.
I don't think he's going to sign with them.
With the Angels?
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I think even if they give him a Mike Trout deal, he won't sign with them. I think he wants to win. So, I mean, dude, you're pitching eight games or 8 innings, 9 innings shutouts 2 times a week, and your team can't get more than 70 wins. It's time for you to take those talents somewhere else, somewhere that can get you a win. You know what? We're going to lose Matt Fried in 2024. Let's go ahead and get another DH and a pitcher all in one.
Probably not happening.
I don't know. That'd be awesome, but that's just
It's not happening.
we'd have to lose somebody else too. That's the thing to pay them.
Ozuna's going to be gone.
Yeah, true.
All right, Kelv.
First bold prediction, I think Aaron Judge will probably hit less than 45 home runs. Say that. And who's hit like back-to-back like 50 home run seasons? Like that's pretty hard to do. It's happened, I know, but like really tough to do.
Yankee Stadium plays a part too, but I mean he hits bombs anywhere.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't go to AT&T.
Let me see. Last player to hit back-to-back 45 home runs. Ryan Howard, 08-09.
Beast.
Such a beast. Eat fresh.
Eat fresh.
You know what? I'm feeling a perfect game this year. I don't know who it's going to be, but I think the pitch clock will throw a team off its balance this year. Hitters won't be able to, get in their groove or anything. And I think a perfect game will be thrown. Couldn't tell you about who. It could be from anybody, shit. But that's what I'm feeling.
Dave,
I've got one. This kind of messes up what I said about the Dodgers with the most wins, but I think the Padres win the NL West.
Nice. Good pick.
Shout out Twitter for giving me that information. Can't take the credit.
That might be the most unhot take ever, David.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It really might be.
They're loaded.
That guy was verified.
Freezing cold take.
That guy was verified.
Just
I
associate with the
got
blue
3
check
hot
fellas.
takes.
Oh, boy.
All Cardinals related.
Of course.
You know, that's what I research on. That's what I do, right? Wouldn't be a hot take unless, you know, I got some bias in there. Number one, Jordan Walker will be your NL Rookie of the Year by landslide. Yeah, landslide. Dude literally looks like Frank Thomas and plays the outfield. And
Might look like Tarzan, but play like Jane there, John.
nope, not that way. But he is Tarzan and will play like Tarzan. Anyways, second hot take. The entire infield of St. Louis Cardinals will be Gold Gloves.
What?
5 last season, and excluding Contreras, Adam Wainwright will win another Gold Glove.
He's like 90 years old.
Brendan,
Holy crap.
Arenado, Edman. We had 5 last season. I don't know if y'all knew this or not. Third, I mean, this may happen this season. This may happen in the off season. But Lars Nootbaar recruiting the one and only Shohei Ohtani, and we got the money to do it. Arenado's coming back, and we will have Ohtani on our team either by the trade deadline or in the winter meetings. He will be a St. Louis Cardinal. I'm manifesting it right here, right now.
Would you buy his jersey?
Ohtani's?
Don't do it.
If we get Ohtani, I'll say this. If we get Ohtani during the trade deadline or this season and we win the World Series, I will buy everybody's jersey.
It's a lot of money.
That is a lot.
The women's
A
insurance
lot of money.
organization.
Well, good thing I'll just buy fake ones, you know?
Everybody on the 40-man or everybody that's starting? Like starting now?
Our starting lineup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Manifesting. But, you know, I think that does it for this episode.
Whoa. We could think of something. We want to end it that fast?
Yeah.
Hold up. Do you want to do the division preview thing?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna do that.
We kind of talked about it every now and then, but like we could go down 1 through 5.
We can do it, I guess.
All right. That's fine with me. I don't care.
AL East. Is this a group thing or are we going individual?
We can go group.
Okay. AL East. We'll start off with that. I don't know who's gonna be last.
Red Sox.
Red Sox.
Anything on that? Yeah. Red Sox will be last. Sorry, Gil.
Yeah.
And then fourth we got
Hot take Blue Jays.
I think so too.
Hot take Blue Jays. Here we go.
I still think the Orioles.
Mm.
I think they need another bat.
No, they don't. They got Gunnar Henderson.
And Adley.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Hey.
In a stacked AL East division. That's baseball. I mean,
Ignoring that.
we'll just say Orioles, Blue Jays tied.
No, you don't do ties on this podcast.
You kidding?
Well, I'm voting Orioles in the 4 spot.
Okay, well, you're outvoted. Blue Jays are 4.
Yep.
I didn't hear Kelvin or Davo.
Orioles 4th.
Davo, you got the deciding vote.
No, because if Davo says Orioles, we're tied, and then John gets to be satisfied.
I didn't say. I mean, y'all. James said I got outvoted, but I didn't hear Kelvin.
This is for the 4 spot between the Orioles and the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
So whoever's not 4th will be in last.
No, we already established Red Sox are last.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're sorry.
Well, I like the Orioles logo better, so we'll go with Blue Jays at 4.
Loco.
Let's go.
Minimal baseball knowledge, fellas. Minimal baseball knowledge.
I think second's the Rays.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
Yankees one. All right, AL Central.
Tigers.
Yeah,
Tigers.
Tigers.
Gotta be the Tigers.
Tigers. Javi Baez. Tigers.
And then next, I don't know. I guess the Royals.
I said White Sox.
I don't know.
I mean, the White Sox, they're going to have Luis Robert and
Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson, yeah. And they got Lance Lynn still, right?
Yep.
Not Lance Lynn, Giolito.
They also have Hendricks.
Do they?
I think he said he wasn't pitching this year because of his situation.
I don't think he's playing this year.
That's a team that's going to sign Trevor Bauer in June.
He's playing in Japan.
I think if the White Sox cold, he's coming back.
Hey, man.
All right. I think Royals 4, though. That's just me, though.
I'm thinking so too. Royals 4.
All right. Royals 4, White Sox 3.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Okay. 2 Twins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guardians.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boom.
Then AL West. Don't even need to say who's last. We all know that.
Yep.
Yep.
Then Angels.
Yep.
Angels.
I don't know, boys.
They're never going to figure it out.
They're
I'm
not.
sorry.
They're not.
And then the Rangers, and then the Mariners, and then the Astros.
Yep. Agreed.
Do I, though?
John,
Rangers have better pitching.
Don't be like that.
I'll just like to be.
Rangers have a better pitching.
I'm just saying, like, let's not just think that the Rangers are. Could
The
be
Rangers have a better lineup. And a
No,
better
I'm saying the Rangers could be better than the Mariners.
They could be.
Yeah, they could,
They
but
could.
they're not going to be.
All right, whatever.
I mean, who do the Rangers? The only bats that the Rangers have is Seager, Simeon, and Nathaniel Lau.
That's about it. Yeah.
They're pitching though.
Well, yeah, but you got to have more than 3 bats.
And the Angels only have 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah, Taylor Ward 2.5 makes it 2.5.
Okay. Anyways, and then NL East, Nationals.
Yep.
The last.
Yep.
4 Marlins, obviously.
Yep.
Sorry, Marlins.
Here we
3.
Don't even. You know you're gonna. Yeah, Mets.
I didn't say anything.
I know what you're wanting to say.
John is
Three
on dinner
Mets.
time right now.
3 Mets.
Are you
3
gonna?
Mets.
No, I don't like that.
Well, who's 3 for you, John?
I mean, it's got to be Phillies or Braves.
Oh my god.
The only way that the Mets move the 2 or 1 is if Francisco Lindor hits over 30 home runs.
I mean, good.
Ooh.
I think he's gonna hit over 30 home runs. I think he's gonna bat a measly 255 with 30 home runs.
Nice
Let's
adjective.
figure out
Where'd you learn
24.
that?
What, Kelv?
Said nice adjective. Where did you learn that at? PP Academy.
I have an expanded vocabulary, Mel.
All right, 3 Mets, 2
Philly.
Dude.
1
2
Brave.
Tallies, 1 Braves by half game.
I don't like
Next.
that at all either.
Next division.
Heck.
Division.
All right, NL Central.
Here we go,
obviously.
David.
Reds, Pirates, and then probably either the Cardinals or Brewers
What about Cubs?
at 3.
What about
Cubs are
Cubs?
usually top division, aren't they?
No.
Not since 2016.
Nope. Then Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals 1. I'd say
I hope
Cubs
Brewers number 1.
Brewers?
I had Brewers just because.
I like the Brewers. I like
Thanks,
the
guys.
Brewers.
Cardinals don't have the pitching.
The
Brewers.
Brewers.
We got the bullpen though. We got
And the Brewers don't.
Lineup,
Hey, boy.
The Brewers have the best closer in baseball.
yeah, but they can't hit. Name one good hitter on the Brewers.
Yotes.
Willie Adames.
Adamas.
Willie Adames.
Rowdy,
Batting
Rowdy
What's the
Tellez.
Asian guy's name?
So nobody better.
Oh,
So
man.
nobody that's better than the top 3 hitters on the Cardinals, right?
Hold on, let me find this guy.
Is all about
Hey,
So realistically, 3 is what? Cubs, Brewers
Cubs.
2, Cardinals 1.
yeah, I agree with that.
I don't hate the Cardinals at 1, but I like the Brewers pitching a lot.
I do too. I think Corbin Burns is going to have a Cy Young year.
He might, but I just Cardinals
He
bad.
feels disrespected about that. What's it called?
Yeah, man, he's in there.
The Brewers got the best pitch in baseball, that Devin Williams changeup.
I'm surprised Contreras is still playing for the Brewers.
Oh yeah, Contreras too.
Whoa,
He's pretty good
whoa,
catcher.
whoa. No, you got
Different Contreras.
this
baby.
guy's rated.
You got the lesser version.
You
You got the better hitter.
Wilson.
Minimal baseball knowledge, fellas.
And
Right.
all right, then NL West.
Last was Rockies,
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
Diamondback.
the D-backs,
Yeah.
Then you get D-backs,
Yep.
Giants.
Yep.
Dodgers, Padres.
Giants, Padres. Yep.
All right.
Now, if Carlos Correa was on the Giants, maybe something different. But
Hey, if Carlos Correa was on the Mets, maybe they'd have another power bat. But sorry about it, Steve
He
Cohen.
failed. He failed it. Failed his
Suck.
physical.
Suck.
All right. Well, that does it for this episode. Next week we'll probably talk about WrestleMania, things of that nature. So we'll
Masters.
see y'all next week.